Okay, so today we'll be looking at IJMB Further Mathematics past question. So dive right into it. Question number 1 says, if log 1 over 8 base y is equals to 3, find the value of y. So this is how you solve the question. We have log 1 over 8 base y to be equals to 3. So you are going to raise the base to the power of our equal to, which means that I'll be having y raised to power 3 is equal to the original log, which is 1 over 8. So this is the same as saying y raised to power 3 is equals to 1 over 2 raised to power 3. Because 2 raised to power 3 here is going to give me 8. So our power will cancel out themselves. It means that my y is equals to 1 over 2, which is our option C. Moving on to question number 2. Question number 2 here says, simplify. Question number 2 says, simplify 1 over 1 minus root 3 all squared. So if I have 1 over 1 minus root 3 all squared, and we're asked to simplify this. If I are to simplify this, the first thing we're supposed to do is to simplify or evaluate the denominator. So if we evaluate the denominator here, I have 1 minus root 3 in bracket 1 minus root 3. That will give me 1 minus 2 root 3 plus root 9. Because I have 1 times 1 will give me 1. 1 times root 3 will give me root 3. 1 times root 3 again will give me under root 3. That's why I have minus 2 root 3. Minus root 3 times minus root 3 will give me plus root 9. And that will give me 1 minus 2 root 3 plus 3. So at the end of the day, I'll have 4 minus 2 root 3. So I'm going to use this and put it into our question. So I'll be having 1 over 4 minus 2 root 3. So if we are to simplify this, it means we are going to what? Rationalize with the conjugate. So I'm going to multiply this with the conjugate. So I have 4 plus 2 root 3 over 4 plus 2 root 3. That will give me 1 times everything here will still give me 4 plus 2 root 3. This is over. So I have 4 times 4 will give me 16. 4 times 2 root 3 will give me plus 8 root 3. 2 root 3 times 4 will give me minus 8 root 3. Minus root 3 times plus root 3 will give me minus 4 root 9. So I will have 4 plus 2 root 3 over, these two will cancel out themselves, 16 minus 4 times 3. So that will give me 4 plus 2 root 3 over 16 minus 12. And that will give me 4 plus 2 root 3 over 4. So if I factorize that 2 from here, I'll have 2 open bracket, 2 plus root 3 all over 4, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So I'll have 2 plus root 3 over 2. We can still factorize this further, which will give me 2 over 2 plus root 3 over 2, and that will give me 1 plus 1 over 2 root 3. And if you look at our option there, and that is option B. Okay, moving on to question number 3. Question number 3 says, if x squared minus kx plus 9 is equal to 0, has equal root, find the values of k. Now, for us to find the values of k, whenever you are told that a quadratic equation has equal root, it means that the discriminant is equal to 0. What do we call the discriminant? The discriminant is simply b squared minus 4ac is equals to 0. So if this is what we have, and we have our quadratic equation which says x squared minus kx plus 9 is equals to 0, it means that my a here is 1, my b is minus k, and my c is 9. So if I impute this, this simply means that I have minus k squared minus 4 times 1 times 9 is equals to 0. This means that I have my k squared minus 36 is equals to 0. This means that my k squared is equals to 36. If I find the square root of both sides, I take the square root of both sides. It simply means that my k is equals to plus or minus 6. So plus or minus 6 there is option D. So that takes us to question number 4. Question number 4 says, find the coordinate of the center of the circle 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 4x plus 8y minus 2 equal to 0. So if we are to look for the coordinate, since we have 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 4x plus 8y minus 2 is equal to 0. So the first thing we are going to do is to divide through by the coefficient of x squared and y squared, which is 3 divided by 3. So at the end of the day, we'll be having x squared plus y squared minus 4x over 3 plus 8 over 3y minus 2 over 3 is equals to 0. So you compare this with a regular center of the circle equation. So I have in the regular center of the circle equation, I have x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0. So in this case, you discover that my d is minus 4 over 3 and my e here is 8 over 3. And the center of the circle is equal to minus d over 2 and minus e over 2. So it means I'm going to divide this and divide this. So that will give me minus, open bracket, minus 4 over 3 divided by 2, comma, and I have minus 8 over 3 divided by 2. So that will give me minus, that will give me plus 4 over 3 times 1 over 2, comma, minus 8 over 3 times 1 over 2. That will give me 2 over 3, comma, minus 4 over 3. So if you look at the center of the circle, I'm going to have what 2 over 3, comma, minus 4 over 3. And that is option B. So moving on to question number 5. Question number 5 says, the function f of x is such that the square root of 4 minus 2x is defined on the set of real numbers. Find the domain of f. Now, whenever you are given an equation or you are given a question, you said it is defined. For any equation to be defined, it means that it must be greater than 0. So what do I mean? It simply means that our function here simply means that I'll be having 4 minus 2x, which is the question within the square root must be greater than 0. So it means when they say find the domain of f, it means we're looking to look at the values of x that will make this expression to be defined. So if I have 4 minus 2x to be greater than or equals to 0, it means that I'll be having the same thing as saying I have minus 2x is greater than or equals to minus 4. So if I divide both sides by minus 2 divided by minus 2, it means that my x will be less than or equal to 2. So we'll look at the option here that has to do with what? X less than or equals to 2, which is option B. So question number 6 says, given that f of x is equals to x plus 1 over 2, find the value of f raised to power 1, f1, such that what? I have my x as minus 2. So this is just a question of substitution. So if my f of x is x plus 1 over 2, and then they are giving us our f1 to be such that my x is minus 2. So I'll just substitute. This means that I have what? Minus 2 plus 1 over 2, and that will give me minus 1 over 2. So the answer in this question is option C. So that takes us to question number 7, which says, given that 6x plus m over 2x squared plus 7x minus 5, comma, 4 over x plus 5 dash 2 over 2x minus 3. This question is incorrect. This is the original format of the question. We have 6x plus m over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 is equivalent to 4 over x plus 5 minus 2 over 2x minus 3. So since this is equivalent, then they said find the value of m. Since it's equivalent, it means whatever I have on the left hand side is equivalent, is the same as what I have on the right hand side. So we're going to simplify the right hand side. So I have 4 over x plus 5 minus 2 over 2x minus 3. So I'll find the LCM of the denominator, and the LCM here will give me x plus 5 in bracket 2x minus 3. So I'll use this to simplify and make it a single fraction. So this divided by this, I'll get 2x minus 3. So I have times 4 here, I have 4 open bracket 2x minus 3 minus this divided by this, I'll get to x plus 5 times this, I'll have 2 open bracket x plus 5. So I will simplify this. So this will give me 8x minus 12 minus 2x minus 10 all over. If I simplify this will give me 2x squared minus 3x plus 10x minus 15. So this is the same thing as saying I have 8x minus 2x minus 10 minus 12 over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. So if I simplify further, this will give me 6x minus 22 over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. So if you look at this equation, it is the same as saying that I have my original equation was 6x plus m over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 is equivalent to what I have now, which is 6x minus 22 over 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. So they're asking us to find the value of m. So wherever I see m here, it's the same as what I have here on my answer. So it means that my m is equals to minus 22. So, and that is option D. So question number 8 says find the coefficient of x raised to the power 4 in the expansion of 1 minus 2 raised to the power x in bracket 6. The original format of this question is supposed to be 1 minus 2x raised to the power 6. So this is binomial expansion. And if we are to solve this question, we can use the binomial formula, which says that n combination arrow times a raised to power n minus r times b raised to power r. So this is the formula we're going to be using to solve this question, to find out the coefficient of x raised to power 4 in this binomial expansion. So if we do this, this is the same thing as saying I have, since they said to the fourth one, it means what I'll be having, since my n here, so my n here is 6 and my arrow here is going to be 4. So this means that I have 6 combination 4 times my a here is 1, so I have 1 raised to power 6 minus 4 times my b here is minus 2x, so I have minus 2x raised to power 4. So this will give me my 6 combination 4 is similar as saying I have 6 factorial all over 4 factorial times 6 minus 4 factorial. This is times 1 raised to power 2 times minus 2 raised to power 4 times x raised to power 4. So this will give me 6 times 5 times 4 factorial all over 4 factorial times 2 factorial. This is times 1 times 2 raised to power 4 here will give me 16 times x raised to power 4, that is 16x raised to power 4. So that will give me 4 factorial will cancel out 4 factorial. So I have 6 times 5 all over 2 times 16x raised to power 4. And that will give me 30 over 2 times 16 x raised to power 4, and that will give me 15 times 16 x raised to power 4, which will give me 240 x raised to power 4. So the coefficient of x raised to power 4 here, our coefficient, is equal to 240, which is option C. So question number 9 says, find the 21st term of the arithmetic progression AP of minus 4, minus 1.5, 1, 3.5, dot, dot, dot. So in this arithmetic progression, I have minus 4, minus 1.5, 1, 3.5. So they've given us our first term, A, as minus 4. So we're going to find the common difference. Our common difference is T2 minus T1, and that will give me minus 1.5 minus 4. So this is similar as saying I have minus 1.5 plus 4, and that will give me 2.5. So we're going to use this to find our 21st term. So for us to find our 21st term, T21, we do not know, but we know that our Tn is supposed to give us A plus n minus 1 bracket D. So if I apply this same format to get my T21 is supposed to give me A plus 20D. So if I impute my values for the 21st term, my 21st term, T21, is going to give us minus 4 plus 20 times 2.5. And that will give me minus 4 plus 50. So it means that my T21 is going to give me 46. So, and that is option B. So question number 10 says, how many ways can 6 students be seated around a circular table? So if we want to find the numbers of ways that 6 students will be seated around a circular table, the formula is n minus 1 factorial. Why is it n minus 1 factorial? Because one of the students will be used as a starting point. So that student will not be moved around. So for us to find the numbers of ways, our numbers of ways, therefore, since we have 6 students, is going to give us what? 6 minus 1 factorial. And that will give me what? 5 factorial. And 5 factorial is simply 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 times 4 will give me 20, times 3 will give me 60, times 2 will give me 120. So I have 120 ways for students to be seated around the circular table. That's option C. So question number 11 says, express cos 150 in surd form. Cos 150. So cos 150, so it's the same thing as saying that I have cos 180 minus 150. And that will give me cos 30. But if you look at this, look at 150 on the quadrant. 150 is in the second quadrant, and according to the second quadrant, the cos is negative. So because cos is negative, it means I'll be having minus cos 30 degrees. So how do we do this? From our triangle that we have, we know that our cos 30 is supposed to give us root 3 over 2. So, and that would, because this is negative, it means I'll be having negative root 3 over 2 from this triangle, where this here is 60 and this is 30, this is 2, this is 1, and this is root 3. So using this triangle as a guide, you are going to know that for you to have cos 30, since this is 30, and cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is root 3 over 2. And that is what I have. And because it is negative here, because it's in the second quadrant, and that is option B. So question number 12 says, a straight line 2x plus 3y equals to 6 passes through the point minus 1, 2. Find the equation of the line. So they've given us the straight line as 2x plus 3y to be equals to 6. And they've given us the points. So the points are minus 1 and 2. And this first one is point x, and this is point y. So all we have to do is what? Substitute our point into this equation to find the point. So how do we do this? This is the same as saying I have. This will give me 2 open bracket minus 1 plus 3 open bracket 2, and that will give me minus 2 plus 6, and that will give me 4. It simply means that the equation of this line is supposed to give me 2x plus 3y is supposed to give me 4. This is the equation of the line, and according to this is option C, which says what? 2x plus 3y is option D, which says 2x plus 3y is equals to 4. So question number 13 says alpha and beta are the root of the equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. Find alpha plus beta. So the equation is 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. So in this equation, my A is 2, my B is minus 3, and my C is 4. So, and we have to find alpha plus beta. Our alpha plus beta is always equals to minus B over A. So if I substitute this, it means that my alpha plus beta is equal to minus open bracket minus 3 over 2, and that will give me 3 over 2, and the option there is option C, 3 over 2. So question number 14 says alpha and beta are the root of the equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Find alpha. So we are looking for alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. So what we have to do here is simplify this. So if we simplify it, my LCM here is alpha beta. If I divide this by beta, I'll get alpha times alpha, I have alpha squared, and this is plus beta squared. So my alpha squared plus beta squared is the same thing as saying I have alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. So if I simplify this is what I'm going to get. So, and since this is what I have, if I bring what I have here, because we already know that our alpha plus beta is supposed to give us minus B over A, and my alpha beta is supposed to give me C over A. So if I impute this into what I have here, this will mean that I have, since my A here, my A is 2, my B is minus 3, and my C is 4. So my alpha plus beta here will give me minus, open bracket, minus 3 over 2 all squared. This is minus. My 2 alpha beta will give me 2 open bracket 4 over 2. So I'll have 3 over 2 squared minus 2 open bracket 2. So I'll have 9 over 4 minus 4. This is over 1. So my LCM here is 4. So I have 9 minus 16. And that will give me minus 7 over 4. So minus 7 over 4 is my alpha square plus beta square. But I've not gotten my alpha beta, which I will use to divide this. So this means that I have, so my alpha square plus beta square over my alpha beta is going to give me minus 7 over 4 divided by, so my alpha beta there is going to give me 2. So that will give me minus 7 over 4 times 1 over 2, and that will give me minus 7 over 8 as my alpha over beta plus beta over alpha, and that will give me option B. That is also question number 15. Question number 15 says a circle with center 4, 5 passes through the y-intercept of the line 5x minus 2y plus 6 equals to 0. Find the equation. For us to find the equation, we have to first find the radius and then solve for the equation. But before we do that, we notice that they said that what? It passes through the y-intercept. At the y-intercept, we know that our x is equals to 0. So since our x is equals to 0, this means that my 5x minus 2y plus 6 is equals to 0. So we're going to impute our x to be equals to 0. This means that I have what? 5 open bracket 0 minus 2y plus 6 is equals to 0. This means that I have minus 2y is equals to minus 6 divided both sides by minus 2 divided by minus 2. This means that my y is equals to 3. So if my y is equals to 3, it means I have what? 0, 3 at the intercept. So I'm going to use this to find the radius. So how do I find my radius? The radius r is equal to your center, which is 4 minus 0 squared, plus the other part of the center, which is what? 5 minus 3 squared. And that will give me 4 squared plus 2 squared, and that will give me 16 plus 4. So my radius here is 20. So I will input this into my equation. And how do I put into the equation? I will input it into the original center of the equation. So how do I do that? So this will give me my x minus d squared plus y minus h squared to be equals to r. So this is the same thing as saying I have x minus my d here is going to be 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared to be equals to 20. So I'm going to expand each one of these. So I have my x minus 4 plus y minus 5 in bracket y minus 5 to be equals to 20. So that will give me x squared minus 4x minus 4x plus 16 plus, so I'm also going to expand this, and that will give me y squared plus 5 minus 5y minus 5y plus 25 is equals to 20. So this will give me x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared minus 10y plus 25 is equals to 20. And that will give me x squared minus 8x plus y squared minus 10y plus 41 is equals to 20. So if I move this here, it means I'll be having x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 10y plus 41 minus 20 is equals to 0. So that will give me x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 10y plus 21 is equals to 0. So this will be the equation of this circle. So the equation of the circle is going to give me x squared minus y squared minus plus y squared minus 8x minus 10y plus 21 equals to 0, which is option D. So question number 16 says, given that f of x is equals to 5x squared minus 4x plus 3, find the coordinate of the point where the gradient is 6. So I have my f of x to be equals to 5x squared minus 4x plus 3. And they've given us the gradient as 6. So the first thing we are supposed to do here is to differentiate this function so that I will have my y to be equals to, this will give me 10x raised to the power 2 minus 1 minus 4x raised to the power 1 minus 1. So I'll have 10x minus 4. So once I've done this, I will then equate it to our gradient. So if I equate to my gradient, it means I have 10x minus 4 to be equals to 6. And that will give me that my 10x is equals to 6 plus 4. It means that my 10x is equals to 10. Divide both sides by 10. X is equals to 1. So I will substitute this one into my original function, which is, since this is our x, so I will substitute it into our f of x. So I have f of 1 to be equals to 5 open bracket 1 squared minus 4 open bracket 1 plus 3. So this will give me So this will give me 5 minus 4 plus 3, and that will give me 4. So it means that this function has the coordinates. So our coordinate is going to give me 1, 4. So our coordinate here is 1, 4, which is option C. So question number 17 says there are 7 boys in a class of 20. Find the number of ways of selecting 3 girls and 2 boys. So the total number of boys, since the total number of boys is, so boys are 7, automatically means that girls are 13. So if you want to find numbers of ways of selecting 3 girls and 2 boys, so that is combination. It means what I'll be having is 13 combination 3 times 7 combination 2. So that will give me 13 factorial over 13 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial times 7 factorial over 7 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. And that will give me 13 times 12 times 11 over 10 factorial times 3 times 2. This is times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. This times 10 factorial over 5 factorial times 2 times 1. So 5 factorial will cancel this. This will cancel this. So I'll have 13 times 12 over 6. This will become times 7 times 6 over 2. So this will give me 286 times 21, which will give me 6006. So looking at our option, and that is option C. Okay, moving on to question number 18. Say differentiate 5x cubed plus x squared all divided by x when x is not equal to 0 with respect to x. So if you want to differentiate this, please do not mistake this for quotient rule. This is not quotient rule. This is sum and difference rule. Why? Because this can be simplified. So I have my 5x cubed plus x squared over x. I can simplify this further to mean that I have 5x cubed over x plus x squared over x. So that will give me what? 5x squared plus x. So I can now differentiate it using my sum and difference rule, and that will give me 10x raised to power 2 minus 1 plus x raised to power 1 minus 1, and that will give me 10x plus 1. So the answer to this question is 10x plus 1, which is option A. So question number 19 says, a fair die is tossed twice. What is the sample size? The sample size is times the square of the numbers on the die. A die contains 6 numbers. So when you square it, that will give you what? 6 times 6, and that is what? 36. So the sample size here is what? 36. So question number 20. Question number 20 says, given that our A is 5i plus 4j and B is 3i plus 7j, evaluate 3a minus 8b. So this will give me 3 open bracket 5i plus 4j minus 8 open bracket 3i plus 7j. That will give me 15i plus 12j minus 24i minus 56j. So if I group them together, I have 15i minus 24i, and I have plus 12j minus 54j. That will give me minus 9i minus 44j. So look for minus 9i minus 44j, which is option C. Thank you for watching today's class. If you have a question, drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when we drop a video just like this. Thank you.